Additions to Ruckus 1 in August of 2025 include new common identity group attributes for identity management. Additionally, managed service providers can now create identity group templates. Within AI analytics, we now have a new incident type of port flap, and IoT controller updates include changes to the licensing for those IoT integrations. As mentioned, we have a new access condition type of identity along with several sub attributes such as first name, last name, display name, email address, and more. And these can be used on authentication policies to identify users and allow or disallow access to R1 WLANs based on the rules that you've set. Managed service providers can now utilize identity group templates to apply them to multiple end customers at one time, enhancing their ability to apply and manage policies. Port flap incidents will be raised on switching devices running 1010G or later and 10020C or later. Analytics will look at switch ports that transition between up and down states in an hour interval and raise an incident accordingly. The system does use LLDP to determine if the ports are uplink or non-uplink ports, as uplink ports have a smaller tolerance threshold. Also, in order to cut down on false incidents, the system will not report flaps on systems that are within an hour of upgrade or boot up. Ruckus 1 now includes IoT controller licensing, and it follows the same license model as Ruckus WAN Gateway, an access point, or a switch, where one IoT controller added to R1 is going to consume one license. It is worth mentioning that the IoT RCAP licensing is not yet supported in R1, and those licenses are required to be installed directly on the IoT controllers. The R1 UI has been updated to show the IoT controller subscriptions counts for the environment that you're managing. Some of the enhancements for this month's release include the ability for MSPs to see device firmware from the overall device inventory, increased visibility for wired client details on devices that are connected directly to additional AP ports, enhancements to the dynamic lag configuration that now allow force up settings, and new metrics to Intent AI's RRM to include neighbor AP details that will provide additional information around RF in those environments. As always, please reference the release notes and support documentation for more details, and we'll see you in next month's episode.